Russia-Ukraine war that has defined the story in Europe for nearly 4 years now may be finally coming to an end. The Ukrainian president has accepted a battlefield freeze, effectively conceding defeat to Russia and agreeing to halt the fighting at the current battle lines. The move follows intense pressure from US President Donald Trump, who reportedly told the Ukrainian leader he is out of options and has to agree to Russia's terms to end the war. This was at the White House last week. Trump has urged both Ukraine and Russia to stop fighting immediately and hold their positions. Listen first to what he said.
You stop at the battle line and both sides should go home, go to their families, stop the killing, and that should be it. Stop right now at the battle line. I told that to President Zelensky. I told it to President Putin.
And Trump's call has now become official policy. Zelensky, along with the top European leaders, announced a joint statement, with the European Union supporting Trump's proposal. The statement calls for an immediate cessation of hostilities and recognizes the current battle lines as the basis for the peace negotiations. And the statement bears the signatures of Zelensky, the European Council President, the European Commission Chief, the French President, the German Chancellor, and the Italian Prime Minister. But even before this joint statement, Zelensky's comments last Friday gave a preview of what is to come.
I think we have to stop where we are, and he is right. President is right that we have to stop where we are. This is important, to stop where we are and then to speak.
Zelensky's statement marked the first time since the war started that Kiev has accepted that no further territorial gains are likely. Behind the scenes, reports suggesting Trump has pressed Ukraine to accept Moscow's terms as part of a broader peace deal. According to European diplomats quoted by the Financial Times, Trump pressured Kiev to accept Moscow's terms, and these developments come just days after Trump publicly said he did not think that Ukraine would actually win the war against Ukraine. So, what does the current battle line look like at this point? Here's a look at this map coming up on your screen. On the left is what the map looked like just before the war broke out. This was in 2022. And on the right is how things stand right now. February 2022, October 2025. Russia currently controlling roughly 20% of Ukraine's territory. These include areas in Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. The Russian president, in fact, is said to have demanded complete control of Donetsk while signaling possible withdrawal from parts of Zaporizhia and Kherson if Kiev agrees to formalize those gains. So, with Ukraine now ready for talks based on the existing battle lines, the next move lies with Putin. And Trump plans to raise this issue directly with the Russian leader during an upcoming meeting in Budapest. The Russian foreign minister, in fact, has said that Moscow's terms for peace remain unchanged since the Trump-Putin meeting or the summit in Alaska in the month of August. And in the latest, Lavrov has said that stopping in Ukraine will mean forgetting the original causes of the war. Here's the statement.
Now when we hear from Washington that we must stop immediately and that we must not discuss anything further, stop and let history judge. If we simply stop, that will mean forgetting about the root causes of the conflict, which Donald Trump's administration has clearly understood and voiced.
So for now, Europe's most brutal conflict in decades remains unresolved, but this could be the beginning of a new phase, one where words and not weapons will decide the future.